mean, she has played an almost flawless match. From the middle of that first set, she has gotten better and better. And Schiavone now faced with having to hold. That's a good start. That first point, so important when you're trying to close out a match.
And Chanda, I don't think you're Stephens, you think anywhere about holding your own serve. You think about taking care of business right now.
You don't want to have to serve if you don't have to. And Schiavone's serve has not been a strength, so this is a great opportunity for Stephens to close out the match.
Oh boy, self-capitulation going on right now. So unlike Schiavone, unforced errors just mounting. 33 now off her racket.
Well, she appears, Schiavone, to be somewhat resigned. But you can't let that fool you. She is still fighting out there. And the footwork there for Stephens did not get on balance. Her feet stuck to the court. She has to concentrate on continuing to move those feet. This is a big opportunity, and she knows it.
Everybody knows what's going on now. Schiavone forced to take the chance. It doesn't work out. And that puts Sloane Stephens at double match point. Long.
And that's worth a challenge.
And I think she does challenge it. Runau, Lichtenstein being told that Stephens wants the challenge to the chase review. And what a good challenge it was. She's looking at him like, come on, dude, step in. But never on a match point. So we'll do it all over again. Still 2 match points. Ooh, feet don't fail me now.
Exactly, got caught up, the footwork, the ball jammed her.
Remember that previous service game from Stephens, a little flat-footed, got away with it, but got to be cognizant of that type of situation, on your toes, on your feet, like you've been saying. Second match point now for Stephens.
Well, really, she just has to breathe and relax, because that's where it all starts. When you get tight, you start breathing very shallowly, and you don't get enough blood flow. The footwork slows down. Everything gets stuck, gets very tight.
2 match points averted. She is definitely feeling it.
And Schiavone smartly recognizing that she has to put a little bit more pressure here, make Stephens come up with something when she's clearly a little bit tight. Feeling the moment here.
Game point. Schiavone desperately wanting to see how Stephens is going to react, having to try to serve this one out.
Well, the nerves aren't just on the racket of the teenager.
Back to deuce. Now she's got to be careful. Doesn't want to get this crowd to turn on her anymore. Good play from Schiavone, stepping inside the baseline, not allowing Stephens to just push balls back into the court.
Well, Stephens seems to be waiting for the error from Schiavone right now. She's not quite as aggressive as she has been.
She's got to be cognizant of the fact that she doesn't want to change that game that's got her into this position. Just because she's winning. What a wonderful play. Schiavone, the ultimate fighter, staving off the 2 match points, and now we're going to see what Sloane Stephens is made of as she has a chance to serve for a place in the second round. Chanda Rubin, Doug Adler, happy to be bringing you this women's first round encounter from the 2012 US Open. We are live at Louis Armstrong Stadium. Sloane Stephens serving for the match. You just hope the wheels are not coming off.
Well, you can imagine how tight those arms are, the muscles. They don't want to move. They don't have the same fluidity that they had a few games ago. Stephens has to work through that.
Now love 30. Remember, previous game, it was Sloane Stephens
that she's trying to put into these shots.
Well, it's been a while since we saw her unload on one of those forehands. That's been her trademark throughout the day.
Middle of the court and hoping that Schiavone will miss. She has to go after it, Stephens.
Wow, what a time for the ace. First of the set, only second of the match. I don't care how many you hit. It doesn't matter whether it's a men's match or a women's match. It's when you hit them.
Well, at that time, that has to feel so good. Deep breath from Sloane Stephens here.
Missed it again, dropping that ball so short off the court. If you're Schiavone, well, your time's running out. You got to go for it, and that just misses. Now we'll see if Schiavone still stays courageous when she gets a look at a second serve and a chance to draw level. Too courageous. Who would have thunk it?
Well, you've seen Schiavone try to hit out on more of her shots, especially on that backhand side. She's not as comfortable coming over that ball. Much more comfortable with the slice, and it showed.
And much more comfortable when it's like deuce or match point for the other person when she's got a lot less to lose. again, I thought she was going to play the drop shot, which might have worked, but instead the ball floated. And again, this crowd feeling like Stephens can do it.
Stephens.
Third match point, but first on her own racket with her serve. The first time we've seen her smile in the whole encounter, and the camp is delighted.
Well, that's what got her through that first set. She was able to work her way into a rhythm, Sloane Stephens, and the forehand was her go-to shot. And at the end, it was indicative of the way she played in the teeth of this match. She went for her shots, the forehand, the weapon. That's what set it up, and it gave Schiavone so many problems throughout the match.
Wow, what a way to end it.
And a disappointing loss in the first round of a Grand Slam for Francesca Schiavone. She didn't play her best tennis today. One of her worst starts in a while, especially in a Grand Slam. But Sloane Stephens had a lot to do with that, and Schiavone was able to work her way into this match. And what's so impressive for Stephens is that she was able to get better and better as well as the match went on.
Let's take a look back. I think this is match point. Let's watch it progress. Wow, rifled the forehand. And you see everybody in the camp showing their support, their applause. You love that smile. I want to see more of that.
That's the personality. And there was no hesitation at the end. And what a win. I mean, that's a year changer. Getting a win on a big stage at the U.S. Open against a top 30 player now. Former Grand Slam winner in the